Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this, but y'all need to stop dating. Yeah. I was celibate from 2016 to 2023, mind your business. Anywho, I was celibate from 2016 to 2023. I got out in this dating scene and I met some amazing men. My experience is a little different because I'm coming from a different angle here. I met some amazing men, but what tended to creep up as we are getting to know each other is the brokenness. Me personally, I couldn't ignore. The reason I declared celibacy from 2016 to 2023 was because I needed to heal. I needed to heal the little girl in me who didn't have a father. I needed to heal some of the abandonment, some of the resentment, some of the fear. I needed to heal some of the brokenness in me. Yeah. And a lot of times in order to overcome or heal, you have to go through some things. And one of the things that I was wanting to do was heal in a relationship a little bit, being in a relationship, right? And so I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's get into this dating scene. Let's do what we got to do. But let me tell you something. When you have healed from your past trauma, hurts, and pains, and you sitting across from a man who has not, it's sad. It really is. It is important that you deal with your issues. They're not going anywhere unless you deal with them. We hear all the time how no one's coming to rescue you, that you got to get up off your feet and you got to get out here and get this money for yourself and you got to get, and you know what? All of that is true. But that's also true for healing. Many of you don't have to live your lives the way you're living your lives. Let me give you a quick story time. I was dating this guy. And here's the thing. I love a good story, right? And this guy was a former crackhead. Hold on before you come for me in the comments. He was a former crackhead. Amazing story. I'm talking, this story was so amazing. I was in awe. Like, I wanted to get to know more because he had pulled himself literally up out the gutter because he was a rob you, bust out your window crackhead, like sleeping on the streets like crack. And he had really pulled his life together. He was working. He was an entrepreneur and he had his own place and he had his own car and he was doing amazing. And I was like, I mean, he didn't even look like he had been through what he had been through. I mean, served time in jail and everything. And so because he shared part of his story, I shared part of my story. And part of my story was, a little bit how I grew up and, things of that nature. And then also that, in my marriage that I cheated and I wasn't proud of that. And, in some other relationships I cheated and I wasn't proud of that. So he comes back to me and says, well, I wish you would have told me you was a former cheater because, I wouldn't even started talking to you because, I just, my ex-wife cheated on me and I'm still in therapy. Like, I wouldn't even have done this if... What? 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 Like, are you serious? And I had to ask him, I'm like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I've done some hard work to try to build back my trust up in women. And now, don't get me wrong. This was a great guy. He had some sense, but he was a good guy. And I'm just sitting here like, wow. After getting to know him more and after getting to spend time with him, like we were really spending some significant time, I just couldn't believe my ears. You're going to judge me because I'm a former cheater and you're a former... What? Crackhead? Like, I just couldn't look. I just couldn't. Needless to say, that didn't work out, but I just want y'all to heal. Like, really, like, heal for real. Like, I knew he had healed from his past because I was looking at this man's amazing life, but there was some stuff that I'm going to need you to work out. So, excuse me? You judging me because I'm... Oh,